with a drum. Oh goddamn, yo bitch in.
Look, oh goddamn Mac with a drum, I'm spitting, son. I'm ready to dial a B-I-U-C-Y cause I S-P-I-T machine gun fuck. Eminem and Nick Cannon sparked up again? Nah, probably not. I saw it out of mind and all the boys in my head can't keep quiet. Silent ride home. Silent ride. Hey. Put in the comment section what artist made that song. You should know. If you click this video, I assume. Hold on, let me get my lighting right. Let me get my positioning right. What's good, ladies and gentlemen, the SFJ Nation? Oh, it's me, it's Screw. Appreciate y'all. Let me just start off by saying that y'all be killing the like goals. I be setting up like goals for my videos. Y'all be killing them. I appreciate y'all. Y'all been asking for a Watsky, the next Watsky video, but like I said, y'all haven't hit the like goal of the last one. So make sure you go to the last Watsky video I did. Go to the ERB playlist, artist playlist. Watch that. Hit that thumbs up. Drop a comment. Today we got some new Eminem and Nick Cannon news. Bow, bow, bow. I might be a little late on this one, but whatever. Eminem and Nick Cannon sparked up again? Nah, probably not. It's really just Nick Cannon said some new stuff. And it floated across my desk and I decided, you know what? I read the title. I want to make a video about this because I want to talk about a little bit about the beef and how it's supposed to be over and some of the things I've noticed. So get this video to 3,000 thumbs up, 150 comments. If you want me to keep whatever, just get it to that. You know what I mean? For the next video like this, ready? So, if you want me to keep doing more of the Eminem news and whatever, get this to 3,000 thumbs up. Ready, set, go.
Y'all, so check this out. The feud between...
Shout out to Hip Hop DX. This is where we getting the story from. You feel me?
Eminem and Nick Cannon over their mutual former flame, Mariah Carey, was reignited last December when Shady hopped on the Fat Joe track, Lord Above, and sent some bars and Nick...
You know it's wild? Yeah, I'm gonna be breaking this down for real, for real.
On the Fat Joe ignited last December when Shady hopped.
Watch this.
Mutual former flame, Mariah Carey.
This whole thing is because of Mariah Carey. Let me get my breakdown glasses. Hold on, I wasn't even ready. Sorry, I apologize. This whole thing started because of Mariah Carey. Oh, the power of Mariah. That's all I could say. I'm just saying. Remember where this started. It's usually where beats start, though, as a woman. But
was reignited last December when Shady hopped on the Fat Joe track, Lord Above, and sent some bars in Nick's direction.
Fire.
On the track, Em addressed Nick directly, rapping, "I know me and Mariah didn't end on a high note, but that other dude's whip that got him neutered. Trying to tell him his chick's a nut before he get his jewels clipped. Almost got my caboose kicked. Full quit. You not gonna do sh**. I let her chop my balls off too before I lost to you, Nick."
First of all, in case you just logging in case you just finding my page, I covered this Eminem Nick Cannon beef extensively. I think that's the right word. Covered it thoroughly. You feel me? Which is another reason why I did this video, because I covered the whole thing. So I wanted to see this part. Go back and watch that. My reactions to that. I even reacted to Nick's little EP he dropped. That Lord Above verse, still fire. That's still banging. I'm gonna keep it a buck. There are people who don't think, I have to reiterate some of this stuff because I know I have a lot of new subscribers since the last time I did a video about this. But a lot of people were saying that M kind of came out of nowhere and dissed Nick Cannon, but it was really more because Nick was still taking shots at him on interviews and stuff, and Eminem kind of, as of late too, he's not really afraid to go at somebody for speaking about them. That's what I've noticed.
Back in August of 2019, Nick Cannon sat down with Vlad TV and discussed his feelings towards Eminem, referring to him as Elvis on crack, calling him a product of institutional racism.
I mean, don't forget, Y'all, you gonna just disrespect Nick, not even put the most potent bar that he said. You ain't even say nothing about Elvis Pusley? Come on, Hip Hop DX. Come on, man. How you gonna say that and you try to play my man, son? You try to play my man. You ain't gonna say nothing about Elvis Pusley? Oh, that was a viral bar. What we talking about here? And by the way, I also covered all the Vlad TV interview stuff too, so go check that out.
Speaking of Vlad, Nick said, it's the idea that there is a superior class of people who are judged by a different measuring stick. It's something Eminem has even addressed being a guest in the House of Hip Hop. When you come from a culture that was built by a community that didn't have something of their own, but were able to embrace it and become a new conduit of information for a new culture. And once again, bringing up the long-time argument that Eminem is only successful because he's white.
Okay, now here's the thing about the whole... I think Nick Cannon's take on Eminem is super miscalibrated. I think Nick Cannon's take on M comes a lot from other people. A misguided attempt. It's other people's, one, hate. There's people who just have a hate for Eminem and everything he does. And two, it's a misguided attempt to try to preserve hip hop. I understand what they're doing and I understand what they're trying to say and what they're trying to warn of. They're saying hip hop is black music. Hip hop is created by black people and we want to retain that knowledge. We don't want to get so far into history, this is what they're saying, that history somehow rewrites itself and you forget who was the creators, that hip hop came from New York, that came from black people. That's what they're trying to do. But I think their hypersensitivity to that makes them preemptively strike on people like M who didn't do the things that they're saying. If there's somebody who respects and try to preserve and try to be as self-aware as possible about his position in hip hop, it's Eminem. And I really do get upset because I think Eminem gets the flack for the take of Eminem fans. For the worst part of Eminem fans. Now, there is a sector of Eminem fans that the Lord Jamars, the Nick Cannons, anybody who's talking about the preservation of hip hop, they're talking about them. There is that group of people who are giving him extra credit because he's white. But Eminem is not one of those people. Eminem couldn't choose what color he was. He's gonna be white. So when he says I'm not the worst thing of controversy, since I'm not the first king of controversy, I am the worst things to Elvis Presley to use black music so selfishly and use it to get myself wealthy. You have to give him some sort of point for acknowledging that because there's parts of his fan base that don't. That's why I feel like the people are, and those people are the stans. They're not the regular Eminem fans. They're the most toxic part, and we all, regular Eminem fans, I'm an Eminem fan, are embarrassed about those people because those people make everything look crazy. But then when Nick Cannon pretend or Lord Jamar pretend like M said some of the stuff that the worst side of his fans do, it makes their whole point look crazy because that's not what he said. My bad, that's a tangent, but that's an important tangent, you feel me? It's not really a tangent.
Comes in and shines in that medium and takes it to the masses, it's the same thing as what Elvis Presley did. There's nothing.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I see what he's trying to go with it, but he's misshooting the target. You feel me? He's shooting the wrong. There are artists that Nick Cannon should definitely be pointing, if that's his stance, be pointing his scope and knocking him out the block for. I'm not saying lyrically he could do that, but let's not, come on, guys. Come on, Nick. Let's be genuine, man. You can't finagle the bagel, man. We're not going to act like Mariah Carey has a lot more to do with this, and maybe that whole Eminem racist angle is more of a square peg in a round hole where you happen to not like this guy and also you happen to find out or feel like he raped and then you use it. I don't think that's true. And I don't think you fully feel like that because back in the past interview stuff, he didn't feel like that. You know what I mean? These are things I've said before, but this is new, so I gotta say it.
Nothing wrong with it, but you gotta accept it for what it is. Earlier this year, Nick dropped 2 diss tracks targeting him,
Super dude
for him an invitation.
Now, Nick, I trust me, I keeps it fair on there. I'm not one of these channels that does Eminem content and is just terrified of saying like what they actually feel. I'll tell you, like when I hear Eminem singing, sometimes it makes my skin fall off my body. But lyrically, he's one of the best people to ever put pen to paper, right? And as of recent, probably not as good as he used to be. I don't get the same feeling. Could be me. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Nick, them diss tracks was not it, fam.
He even extended an invitation for M to come on his show Wild 'N Out and squash their differences there. Eminem has yet to respond to the diss tracks or the invitation to appear on Wild 'N Out. During a recent phone interview with Billboard, Nick was asked about a response to M's bars on Lord Above.
This is what we've been waiting for. They still asking Nick about it. I'm not mad at that, because when you battle with M and you gonna be in the news cycles and stuff, they gonna bring it up because it's gonna get them clicks. You know what I mean? I feel it.
He was surprised M didn't return with a diss track of his own after Nick dropped Pray For Him an invitation. He responded saying, "My response was his invitation to Wild 'N Out, and that still stands," he said. "You gotta remember, I was defending myself once again. He keeps bringing it up for decades.
Technically, the misconception comes in Nick saying he's defending himself is Nick saying he's defending himself. He's talking about on wax, because their battle was over, then it got reignited on wax by M. Not if it was something else, another outside factor that made Eminem respond to him, then that's it. But that's what he's talking about.
I'm one of those cats that matches the energy. I don't do it, I overdo it. Even in high school, I was a little guy, but if you made fun of me, I was gonna make fun of you, your mama, and that's the same energy of Wild 'N Out. It was a month of social commentary, but if you ever heard me speak on this matter, I always give that dude his props as an icon in hip-hop. However, after seeming to give M his props, Nick threw in a jab.
So, you know, he gave him his props, called him an icon and a legend, even though while he was beefing, he said he wasn't. But like I always say, you follow the hurt, bro. Even with M, when M says certain things about certain people, it's because he's hurt. You know, hip-hop artists, we got to act like we got this bravado and things don't hurt us, or guys in general. So there's a lot of hurt in this whole situation, you know what I mean?
Saying, I think he knows better now. If he keeps talking about me, I'm going to keep talking back. So what do you guys think? Should Eminem address...
Wait a minute, run that back.
Nick threw in a jab saying, I think he knows better now. If he keeps talking about me, I'm going to keep talking back. So what do you guys...
Is that what you think, Nick? Come on, Nick. Come on, Nick. I love you to death. I love you to death, man. I love you to death, black man. I do. But you wildin', son. You wildin', son. And it's you looking like the dude who knew he lost. So he gotta keep reassuring other people that he don't feel like he lost. Let's not do that, Nick. Like, come on, bro. I don't like this whole situation where do you think you won because you had the last laugh? Because you listen to hip-hop, Nick. Come on, dog. You listen to hip-hop. You know them tracks wasn't it, bro. It don't matter if you an M fan. There wasn't come on, bro. There's some of the biggest Eminem haters. Them tracks was traca, man. But, like I said, you gotta... We guys, I guess you got to try to protect yourself in this whole situation and hold your own. You know what I mean? Is Eminem going to respond? No. And there's probably going to keep being more petty jabs back and forth. So it is what it is. Put in the comment section what you think about it. 3,000 thumbs up and we're going to get some more Eminem news. If not, we're going to move on. Love you, baby.